I want to return to this issue of discharge from NHS hospitals into care settings. On page 47, paragraph 3.19, it says that guidance from the 2nd of April stated that care homes could admit patients with COVID-19. Given what we knew at the time on what was happening in places like Italy in care homes, do you now accept that was a high risk and wrong guidance?
As I've said before, we believe that we took the right decisions based on the right clinical evidence at the time. Now, why I'm thinking through my answer quite carefully here is for the reason that I said before, that we are both undefensive and reflective on what we have done, both in the NHS and in social care. So I'm not going to say that every single piece of our guidance was correct, and we are in a process of learning as we go along about these entire issues. So I'm confident that based on the information we had at the time, our guidance was correct. That is not the same as saying we would do the same again. But if the Chair will allow, I'll ask Roz to add.
Well,
Chair.
So Ms. Nick Smith.
Could I just come back to you, please, Sir Chris, to answer my question? Given that there were 400,000 vulnerable residents in care homes, do you think that the guidance that care homes could admit patients with COVID-19 was high risk?
There were clearly risks in whatever you do in these circumstances. So I'm not going to deny there were risks. All our guidance is very carefully considered and based on the best clinical advice at the time, but that's not the same as there being no risk. Now, as Professor Harris set out earlier, there are considerable risks to people staying in hospital, both outside a COVID outbreak and within it. So when we are setting our guidance on all these issues, we are having to take balance of risk judgments where there is no risk option.